Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. You can call me the Nap Trap Saver. I am back for my first video of 2025. How exciting. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly sinking funds update along with a little bit of game time. I do like to start with my game time, so if you are not interested in the games and you just want to see the sinking funds update, I will put a timestamp for that in the description down below. And I thought just because it's my first video of 2025, I would start with the sentiment that if you're new here, my channel name, the Nap Trap Saver, is a nod to my daughter who's almost 10 months old. And so I started my YouTube channel in 2024. And when I film my YouTube videos, I would baby wear my daughter when she was having a nap. And now it's funny, I've got my baby monitor off to the side and I'm watching my daughter as she is having a nap right now. So I'm still nap trapped, just in a slightly different sense than when I first started my channel. But I thought that was just a funny life update to share. Anyways, for anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Taylor. I am a new mama, as I just mentioned. I am on a 1-year maternity leave in Canada. Outside of my maternity leave, I work in the tech industry. Now, because I am on a maternity leave, I am budgeting on a slightly reduced income, and I am using my YouTube channel to document my journey towards financial abundance utilizing cash stuffing. Let's start with the game. So I wanted to pull out a new game here for 2025. So this is a drop the blocks game, and I wrote on the back. So this is by N Valentine Designs on Etsy. I will link this particular listing on Etsy down below. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll the dice and we are going to see. So basically, each of these is marked. So if you roll a 3, you're going to color in 1, etc. So I have $15 in change here for my game time. So we've rolled a 3, which is the single red. So I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to just start off. We're going to color that in, which is $3. So I'm just going to put that aside there. We'll do one more dice roll. So we rolled a 2, which is this blue piece. And we'll fit that piece in here. So this is going to be, let's see how I want to do this. And with Tetris, I know you can flip the pieces around. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to do $1 here, $2, $4, and $7. So I've got 2, 4, 6, $7 aside. So that's $8. Is that right? No, that's $10 I've got aside in this game. So that will be it for our Drop the Blocks game today. And then I'm going to pull out my other folder here, and I have one more scratch game that we'll take a look at here. So let me grab that. So I'm going to play this Fairy Tales scratch game. This is by the Little Potato Saver. I will have the Little Potato Saver linked down below. And we'll do a dice roll to see which one of these we're going to scratch off. So we've got a 5. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is $1. So we'll put that aside. I've just got that in a different pile. This little scratcher tool here, I blinged that myself. How fun. Okay, one more. So we've got a 3. 1, 2, 3. Scratching off this one here. Another $1, which is great. So I'm just going to change out my $1 coin here. We'll grab a 2. Let's do one more roll and see if we can do that. Okay, 1. We already have that. 1 is taking us over here. That is $5, which is okay. I'm just going to have to steal from my other little pile of change. So I have 3 there. I'm just going to grab $2 more from my change and my little secret stash. That's $2 more than I planned on for game time, which is all good. So that means I'm playing with $17 for games here. So there's my $2 coin for my little sneaky stash. So that's going to be it for my game time today. bear with me 1 second while I put my games away. We'll pull out our sinking funds tracker and I'll be back in just a sec. All right, I am back. I have my sinking funds tracker out. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I am grabbing my money from my Ding 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 Donna Powered by Creativity folder. Since it is my first video of 2025, I wanted to sink this money. So I have $50 in that folder, which means during the year of 2024, since I started my YouTube channel, I had to round this up. So I think I had 48 finished savings challenges. And I rounded that up because if you know me, I don't like having coins in my sinking funds folder. So that's why I rounded that up. So I'm pulling that money out of the Ding 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 folder for my 2024 challenges. We're going to sync that today, and then we're going to keep using this folder because I love doing this. So we'll still continue ringing the bell every time we have a finished savings challenge. So I've got my sinking funds tracker out here today, and I'm actually going to use a different one for my next pay period. This is a freebie by Budget with Mama Bear. This file was just giving me a hard time when I went to print some more, which is fine. This is a fantastic freebie, so I'll be sure to have this linked in my video description. So I just like doing a little recap on where I pulled money. This was a very spendy pay period for me. I was expecting that, so that's not a shock to me, but I did pull a fair bit of money from my sinking fund. So we'll just highlight that. So wherever I put my little stars on the side here, that's where I pulled money. So firstly, it's from household. I used some Christmas money along with my sinking funds to buy a new office chair. I'm going back to work fairly soon, not quite yet, but I'm wanting to revamp my back to work office setup, and I do work primarily from home. So I pulled $200 out of household. Next is for my daughter Ella. I pulled $75 out of her sinking funds, and I mentioned this. She is starting daycare very soon, and I have a list of essentially just supplies that needs to come along with her to daycare. So I've been pulling a bit of money out of my sinking funds to buy that for her. Next is rainy day. I mentioned I would be pulling this basically, and I'm sure a lot of people find this just with the end of the year. We were hosting people over for Christmas and whatnot. There were just miscellaneous extra expenses that came up, so I depleted my rainy day fund. And then in Canada on December 26th, we have Boxing Day, and so I did buy myself a piece of clothing, and I did do a Sephora order, depleting my clothing and beauty. And if you're curious, obviously you can't see the whole thing, but I got myself a Patagonia Cinchilla fleece. It's the first time that I've bought myself anything from Patagonia, and it came yesterday, and it wasn't on sale, but it is so beautiful. I love it so much. It's so nice. Anyways, okay, so our first sinking funds update of 2025. And it's not, I was going to write June. Jan 1 to Jan 7th will be this update. And okay, let's dive on in. So my first category is Ella, who is my daughter. So her beginning balance, as I did take some from hers, is $50. So we're going to put 20 in hers today, bringing that up to 70. I'm just going to put my coin tray off to the side here. So let's put hers in, and I will likely be, actually I know I'm going to be dipping into this again. I still have a couple of things on her list of stuff that needs to go with her along to daycare, so I will be pulling from that in the next couple of weeks. Nails has $15 as I recently got a pedicure, which was so nice. And for Christmas, I was actually gifted a gift card to go get my next pedicure, which again is so nice. But I'm going to put $10 in there just because I finally sort of figured out a spot that I can go get my nails done with baby girl. So I'm going to just slowly start saving away here for next pedicure, I suppose. So $10 into nails brings this up to $25. Next is rainy day, which as I mentioned, I depleted, which is totally fine with me. As I mentioned, that money all had a purpose towards the end of the year. I am going to be putting 20 into rainy day today. So the total there is going to be now $20. If you're curious, I feel like I should just mention this. These black stickers that I have all of my sinking funds categories are from Kay's Wallet, which is one of my favorite Etsy shops. And I always have these linked in my description, specifically in my link tree is where I have Kay's Wallet, the shop on Etsy, linked. She has fantastic stuff. Okay, next is hair, which I always put $25 in. So we're at $150 in hair, putting 25 in. So we're bringing that up to $175. Day hair. I haven't used this little tracker card in a while, so honestly, I think I'm going to pull that out, at least for the time being. Okay, so $150 in hair, so we're doing 20 and 5 to bring that up to $175. I'll be getting highlights done in February. Okay, next is my household category, which is at $25 right now. And I wanted to put my 50 from my Ding 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 Dawn Empowered by Creativity folder. That is going to go into household. And I just kind of thought of it being a little bit symbolic because this year, such a big theme of the year was moving and putting time into our household and navigating being in a new neighborhood and a new community. And I know I'm going to have little projects that I want to do around the house now that we're more settled. And so I just thought, kind of like as a little symbolic way of starting off 2025, that ding, 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 that money that's been slowly accumulating over the year, I thought that would be perfect to put into my household folder. Okay, next is Snapchat Saver, which is anything for my YouTube channel. I've mentioned this a few times. I have money in there right now to buy ink cartridges because I print and laminate all of my savings challenges at home. I need those cartridges actually very soon now. I did some printing the other day and my black ink is looking a little bit gray, so I will probably be buying those cartridges in the next probably week. So I don't need to add anything to that right now, but I probably will start adding to that in the next week or two again. Okay, next is gifts, which is at $30. I'm going to put $20 in there today. And the next thing I have planned for gifts on my radar is I, of course, want to buy my husband something for Valentine's Day. We don't go crazy for Valentine's Day by any means, but I always like to get something just to acknowledge my husband and how fantastic he is to me. So I'm just going to do a little condensing here. So I'm pulling the 30 that was out, pulling the 30 that was in there out and putting $50 in. Okay. And then my next category here is birthdays. We're going to be putting $20 in there. And I believe we're at 140 right now. So we're going to be bringing that up to 160. With birthdays, right now, my first birthdays of the year that I anticipate that I will be shopping for are in March. So that's what I'm saving up for right now. So I've got 100, 10, 30, 40, which is correct. And we're going to pull another 20. So we've got 160 in there. Okay. And then my last two, my fun ones, which I depleted, clothing and beauty. I'll just do these two together here. Clothing, beauty. Okay. So clothing is going to be getting 20. It's at 0 right now, so plus 20. Beauty is at 0, and beauty is going to be getting 25. So bringing clothing up to 20 and beauty up to 25, respectively. And I have more money. No, I don't have more money than I thought. I was like, did I do my math wrong? No, I did not. Okay, so beauty is going to be getting 25. And clothing is going to be getting 20. Awesome. Well, that concludes this first 2025 crazy sinking funds update. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye, everyone.